JV and varsity football team, please come forward. While they're coming up front, let me recognize our coaching staff. Y'all right there. Make sure they're down there. Our coaching staff, Coach Steve Milligan is our defensive back coach. Coach Chris Lyons coaches the linebackers. Coach Aubrey Coker is our offensive line coach. I'm happy to announce that we've added another coach for the 2018 season. Mr. Bob Lyons is going to coach our defensive linemen. Special thanks to Coach Josh Clark, who's our first responder. And also let me add, I'm glad to have, and she's going to be presenting later, Miss Natalie Robertson and her husband Henry help us on the sidelines. And I tell you, it's a secure feeling for me for them to be down there because it's protective and it's a reassurance that our athletes are going to be taken care of. So thanks to Miss Robertson and her husband. Some people behind the scenes, Mr. Steve Berry handles our equipment. There are student athletes, our student assistants that I have, Miss Alyssa Daniels, Miss Katie Mosley, Miss Hannah Baird, Miss Cheyenne Hester, Mr. Ryan Outland does our films. We're very thankful to Coach Seth Warren. He does the stats. And actually Coach Clark's son, Alex, helps on the sidelines too. A very strange season last year. Let me start with the JVs real quick. You know, when you have 9 games scheduled and you play 5, you know, you have to step back and look. But we had a non-conference team to cancel on us unannounced, so we lost one there. We had 2 conference JV teams back out and said as the season started they didn't have enough to play JV football. And for the first time in my 30 years, we had to cancel a JV game just to play a Friday night game because of the numbers. Obviously, anybody that watched Roanoke Rapids football, our injuries were overwhelming, so we took 13 JV players to play South Granville. But we competed and we played hard. Our JV season ended at 4-1, once again with 5 games being played. A very good season for those young men, and I even saw some progress this spring as we had our last spring practice yesterday. So very proud of them young men. Obviously, when you start 7-0 as a varsity football team, to finish 8-4 is not very gratifying, but once again, for the first time in almost my 30 years, I've never seen anything like that. But our troops rallied, obviously, and had a great win in Warren County. And when you take 9 JV players to play random in the first round, once again, not making any excuses. The one thing that I preached to our group in the spring is we've got to find a way to keep healthy, to take care of our bodies. Obviously, getting stronger and quicker is a big deal, but we're looking forward to 2018. Still in my mind, the most important awards that are given are the All-Conference Award, once again nominated by our coaching staff, but voted by the other coaches. We were fortunate enough to have 3 players that were chosen as first-team All-Conference. They were at running back, Daraji Watson. At defensive end, Cottrell Tillery. And at quarterback, Jack Neville. Also, 3 young men that were selected to the second team and very well deserving. At running back, Corey Jenkins. At outside linebacker, Tyrell Govan. And has really come a long ways in 3 years, our kicker, Chase Johnson. For the individual awards that we have, once again, our coaches got together and talked about, you know, we've had some seniors to step up once again, and you know, to finish 8-4 was disappointing, but we had some people that had some outstanding numbers and have had outstanding careers here at Roanoke Rapids. One of the co-MVPs that we had this year, as I went and looked back on Max Preps, right at 50 touchdowns, over 4,200 yards rushing. The first co-MVP is Daraji Watson. At the time when we were all injured, this young man was injured and fought through it. Obviously, you know, when you go from a JV quarterback to a junior year and playing safety, back to playing quarterback, once again, it shows versatility and a good athlete, and was a real good leader for us, our quarterback, Jack Neville. very proud and honored to introduce this next young man as the most improved player. We spent 4 years together, and we talk about making plays and being able to help your team out, and what can you do to help your defensive side of the football team. This young man became to the point this year as a senior that he made plays. Our most improved player at defensive end is Cottrell Tillery. Coach Steve Milligan.
At this time, we've heard a lot of good things about all these kids, but this is a coach's award. This award, this goes out to Mr. Tyrell Govan.
We did have one more award, most outstanding lineman. I want to call his name. He was a senior. He's going to be attending show one. Is Jonathan Harvey. Once again, thanks, especially to the seniors as they go forward. Thanks to those young ladies. Special thanks to those young ladies that help out with this program. Alyssa and Katie are both seniors that have been valuable assets. Special thanks to all the parents, too, for the support. I'll say it again. It's crazy supportive on Friday night, but it's always good to look to see them stands full. Thank you very much.